There's so much anxiety about starting the boat, so I'm going to give you a tutorial on it. It's pretty easy. That's the boat. First thing you do is turn the blower on. And that can stay on all the time, or once you start it you can turn it off or whatever, but they recommend you run it for 2 to 3 minutes. I like just turn it on, and if I smell gas, which I never do, after about 30-40 seconds I give her a turn. The other thing to be concerned about is this little switch over here on the throttle. See there where it says run and off? It's got to be in the run position. So now after you've run it for the blower for about whatever, how long ever you want to run it. Here's the throttle. It's also what you would call the transmission, or that stick in the middle of your car that goes drive or reverse. And this doesn't have like extra gears. There's no 1, 2, 3. It's just forward, F, and reverse, R. And in order to get into those positions, you have to click the handle and grab the handle. There's a little button up here that I'm pushing, and that goes into forward. And if you just bring it back to center, you don't have to touch the handle at all. It gives you back to neutral, like in an emergency situation. If you're like, oh shit, I got it neutral, just grab it back and it will stop in neutral. And then you can grab it and go into reverse. Same thing, just push it up, it goes into neutral. Now when you're starting the vehicle, you push this little button down here. See where it says throttle only? That means it's not giving any gears or anything to the prop to move. It's just the engine. And when you're starting it cold, you want to throw it into the forward position. And then you want to grab that key and give her a little turn. And I'm going to turn it, and here's how I start it. You just let her run there until she idles. Once it gets to a nice little idle, and it's kind of running real nice right now because I already took it out for a spin. But once it's running nice, just bring her back to neutral and you're ready to turn the stereo on. What the fuck do all these buttons do? Well, they kind of say nav lights. That's when you're running at night. It's your anchor light when you put in the white light that goes on the stern with the flag on it. These are courtesy lights, and those are the instrument lights, the ones that light up the panel. I just throw them all on, gives a shit. The other buttons, obviously, horn, bilge pump. Throw that on every once in a while if it's, certainly after it rained. If you want to run the depth finder, then you got to push this button and turn the depth finder on. Just hold it down, the depth finder turns on. Accessory 2, that doesn't work at all. I don't know what that does. It doesn't do anything yet. Might be the turbo someday. This one right here, accessory 1, most important button in the whole boat. Turns the stereo on. Once you get the stereo on, there is some confusion on how to connect it to your phone, but this fusion is actually makes it pretty easy. Make sure it's in BT. Make sure it says BT on top, which is Bluetooth. And if it's not, you push this button, and it goes through the different modes: auxiliary, 1930 AM radio, 1980 FM radio. Just bring her into Bluetooth zone mode, and then over here, you just click that button once, and then make sure the discoverable mode is blacked open. See how it's blacked on, blacked out, black on, black off. And then you can find the Bluetooth. It's called Swan Dive. Back to the throttle. I want to show you what the trim does. And this is also a confusing thing that most people have a lot of memory loss on. Right here, there's an up and down. Up. Notice how it stopped. You're like, wait, Doesn't it go up any farther? Well, yes, it does. But that's when you're driving. You don't really want it to go up any more than that when you're driving at 30 miles an hour. Otherwise, the boat does weird things. So there's going to be times when you're going through the channel that you want it to go higher. And there's another button here. It's square, ribbed, for your pleasure. And it says trailer on it. You want to push that to go higher. But not crazy high when it's running. And you certainly don't want to take off when it's in trailer mode. So once you get out of the super shallow area, you want to bring her down with the down button. All the way down until it makes until the sound changes. Did you hear that? Notice how it's making a different sound? That's all the way down.